Hi everyone, hope you're all well. I wanted to do a video today just to talk to you about, well, to be honest with you about a few things, and talk to you about anxiety and how it can, well, how it has affected my life and what I've done to kind of help myself through it, and to be honest with you about my recent experiences of it. Yeah, I'm just getting comfortable. I'm trying to sit in a comfortable place so we can have an honest conversation about it. Anxiety is something that I have dealt with all my life. It's something that came to me quite early because of the environment that I was brought up in, where I had to be aware of myself all the time. I was anxious about what was going to happen next, what was going to occur in my home that I lived in, whether we were going to have a violent episode or other stuff. And I grew a natural sense of high alert from an early age, and it's as other things happened and as other problems occurred, it just got bigger and bigger. But it was also something that I learned to live with. Not saying it was something that I lived with well and it affected my life positively, because it didn't. But it was just something that I learned to carry, because I didn't get any professional help till a good later part of my life. And so yeah, it's been the hardest thing to erase, I suppose, for lack of a better word. It's the one thing that stayed. I've had CBT and combated other things, but anxiety is the one that's stuck around. And recently, it was really affecting my life to the point where I was feeling paralysed by it. It was making me develop silly habits. I was all, it made me snappy and worried about everything in advance. And I was, I created unhealthy habits to deal with it. And, going down even the route of, self-harm again, which wasn't great. And I went to the doctor and got some medication for it. And if I'm honest, I didn't like how I reacted to it. It literally made my life feel like a fog. I was in a constant fog. I felt always like I was always tired. It just didn't work for me. So I didn't continue with them. And this isn't to talk about antidepressants or any medication that you might take for mental illness in a bad light. I'm just talking about how it worked for me. Everybody has their own method and way. I'm just being honest about my experience with it. You should always do what works for you. There is no one size fits all. So I don't want anyone to think that I am trying to influence, or I'm just talking about my own experience. So yeah, it didn't work for me. I had to come off that and find my own coping methods, which was more like dealing with what was causing my anxiety, and lessening my time with those things, or at least learning how to cope with those things. So it would be, instead of getting stressed about the amount of work that I had to do, it would be prioritise the work. It would be say no to some things. It would be, developing a healthier lifestyle. So go for walks to clear my head. Also take Bachs rescue remedy, which has been a lifesaver for me. As I said, it's not for everybody, and nothing that I would say will be for everybody. So this is just about my experience, and learning to write things out, which is my method of coping, and having time out. I realised even in my time out, I was still working. I was still thinking about everything. I wasn't stopping, and I was losing my sense of myself. So I'm just getting comfy again. So yeah, I had to find a healthier method to work with it, and that's what worked for me. So it was going for walks, sorry, to clear my head. It was managing my time better. It was taking time out for myself. That's what worked. And dealing with the root causes of what was causing my anxiety. And you know, those things can sometimes be painful for people and they avoid it, and so the anxiety grows. But honestly, I would advise anyone who's dealing with anxiety to either talk to somebody or deal with the root causes yourself. And when I say that, I mean think about those things and address them. So for me, it was the pressure that I was putting myself under to get things done, or to have things look a certain way and to be a certain way. And I just took the pressure off myself and thought about where the root of all that was coming from. And to be honest, it was coming from myself. And I had to think about why I was doing that to myself, you know, and stop that. You know, some things that we might do might not be that simple, so it has to be an ongoing process, an ongoing thing. And you know, I still have trouble with my anxiety. I'm not making this video to say, and I'm all better now and it's great. You know, I've had anxiety all my life, so it's going to take a lifetime of unlearning, or at least a lifetime or a long time to find my thing, my method. All that I know is that the medication route just didn't work for me. And there are lots of different things that you can try for self-care, and those things might be writing, it might be exercise, sports, it might be going for walks, it might be music, it might be art. There are so many things that you can do to mindfulness, which I love. There are so many things that you can do to ease your problems with anxiety, and I would really suggest that you look to those. Don't let the problem grow. Don't let it affect your life to the point that you're losing yourself. Anxiety can be managed, and it can definitely be lived with, and there is a method for everybody. Not every method is for everybody, but there is a method for everybody. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, if anyone's having any issues with anxiety, I hope that this helps, because I was finding that it was, you know, creeping over me like a dark cloud, and it was just kind of taking away from, you know, the person that I was. You know, it was taking away from my happiness and my usual spark, I guess, and making me very, you know, very anxious and worried about everything, and, you know, on high alert all the time. And that's not a way to live. You know, we all deserve better than that. So we all, you know, we all deserve better than that. So we have to do better. And the road to doing that might be a long one, but it's worth it. And I'm on that road as well. So, you know, I'm not making this video as a, you know, recovered, better person. You know, I still have issues with anxiety, but the fact is, and what's important is that I'm working on it, and we can all work on it together. So if you have any anxiety tips and things that you do, please comment below and let me know what you do, and we can all share our ideas together. Yeah, and I started to do things like have a, you know, a bath at the end of the day, and, you know, some, you know, relaxing tea like chamomile. And obviously, as I said, this is not the method that will work for everybody. There are different levels of anxiety, and mine was pretty bad actually, but it's the little things that you do that come together and will make a difference. I'm not saying that one thing made everything better, but it's a culmination of different things that I did to. So my video cut out, but I just wanted to say, so it was just a culmination of those things that worked for me. And yeah, so share what's worked for you, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. If you want to get in touch with me, you can follow me or get in contact with me at Free Your Mind CIC. Our website is www.freeyourmindcic.com, and Twitter is Tasha K Benjamin. On Facebook, it's Free Your Mind. But yeah, if you go on our website page, you'll find all the contact details there. So yeah, and just know that we're all in this together, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.